Hi everyone, it's Chloe from Chloe's Creative Cards and I'm back with another brand new video today to show you how to use our beautiful Winter Woodland Tree die and the gorgeous Snowflake frames dies as well. We're also going to be using some of the gorgeous papers from the Frosty Christmas paper pad, and we're going to be using a little bit of ribbon that I had in my craft box and a little sentiment too. So this is a really nice, quick, easy and effective Christmas card, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make this from start to finish. All of the items that I'm using are listed in the description below, so please do have a little look in there. I've linked all of the products as well that you can shop online at www.chloescreativecards.co.uk. Okay then, so we're going to get started. This is very much a die cutting card, so there's not a great deal of stamping on this one. In fact, there's not any, only for the sentiment. So I'm going to start off with a beautiful piece of patterned paper, and this is from the Frosty Christmas foiled paper pad, and I've trimmed this down to 7 3/4 inches square, so that's going to fit perfectly on the front of my card. I'm going to grab in a piece of scrap paper and we're going to glitter around the edges of this one. So we are going to take a chisel tip glue pen. Again, we sell these on the website. They are fabulous for all of your glittering, for glittering the edges of your projects. So what we're going to do is start and just drag the glue pen along the edge of the paper. We're then going to dunk that into the glitter and just work around like so. Glittering the edges of this beautiful paper. And because you've got a chisel tip on the end of the pen, it makes it so easy to just drag it towards yourself to create that lovely little fine border. I'm going to pop the lid on my pen. I'm going to stick this onto our base card. So again, I am making an 8x8 card. If you want to make a smaller one, you can do. You can just adapt the sizes of the mats and layers. And of course, if you want to make it a little bit flatter for postage, you can do as well. You would do that by just using less foam pads and sticking your layers down flat. So we're going to stick this down onto our card blank, like so. Okay, and then we'll pop that to one side to dry. I've then got my largest snowflake frame die, and this die is absolutely beautiful. I've cut a piece of card down to 8 inches square and I've taped my die in place. Okay, I'm then going to use my Gemini to die cut this one out. So the plate combination I'm going to use is my base plate, my plastic shim, my cutting plate on the top, and then we're going to run that through the machine. So I've just got the machine set up to the side of me here. So we'll just run that through. We're then going to grab that at the other side. I'm going to take that. We're going to rotate it by 90 degrees and run it back through again. We're then going to grab that from the other side, and when we lift away the plates, you'll see we've got this perfectly die cut snowflake border. So it just takes a little bit of time just to wiggle the edges out, because this is so detailed. This die is such a beautiful image. It's really, really detailed. So, okay, and what we're then going to do is we're going to take our little pokey tool and just poke out the little holes in the snowflake. Like so. So we're just going to work our way around, pushing these little holes through. One there and that little one there. There we go. So what we're then going to do is grab in our scrap paper, and I'm going to grab in my Crystallina glitter again. And what we're going to do is glitter up the snowflakes. So all I'm doing is using my chisel tip pen. And just dragging this over the snowflakes. And then we're going to dunk that into our Crystallina glitter. Okay, and we're going to work along and do exactly the same along each edge of the snowflakes. So like so, we're just going to work our way around. Cover in with the glue. And then we're going to sprinkle with our Crystallina glitter. Okay. So we're going to do exactly the same along the next side. So we're just going along and scribbling over these snowflakes. There we go, and then we're going to dunk this into the glitter, and we're going to continue on. And then cover with our gorgeous Crystallina glitter, and you can see how beautiful that then looks. So what I've then done is I've taken a piece of our Lapis Lazuli pearl paper, and I've just trimmed that down so it just sits inside the snowflake frame. So we're going to glue this into the middle. So just a little bit of collal. This is the all-purpose glue that I'm using on the back, and then you're going to pop that down into the center like so. Okay, we're going to flip that over, and I'm going to put some foam pads on the back. I am of course using our fabulous foam pads on a roll. So these come in like a big pizza style box, and they are absolutely fabulous. They're nice and easy lift, so when you peel the backs off, it's so easy. So you can literally just take these and just whip the backs off. Like so. So this is then going to get stuck onto our card nice and straight. Like so, and this is such a beautiful die set. We have got it back in stock as well. Pop that to one side and see how that's starting to come together. I've then taken the next size down in the snowflake frames, and we're going to do exactly the same again. So we're going to die cut this one out. There's my plates. So again, I've cut my card down to size. I'm using my base plate, my plastic shim, my cutting plate on the top, straight through the Gemini. Grab that from the other side, rotate by 90 degrees and run back through. There we go. And if we lift these away, you can see we've got this beautifully die cut frame. Now again, this particular frame doesn't necessarily scream Christmas. You could most definitely be using that for some of your projects all year round. So we're going to grab in our scrap paper again, and we're going to take our gorgeous Crystallina glitter. We're going to take that chisel tip glue pen and just scribble over the little stars that are on the edge of the frame. Like so. You can see how we can just work along, adding on the glitter. Onto the little stars, like so. Dunk in again. Okay, and then I've taken another piece of one of our beautiful papers, and this is from the Frosty Christmas paper pad again, and I've just trimmed it down so it'll fit in the middle of this square. So I'm going to take my chisel tip glue pen, drag it along the edge, like so. And then I'm going to stick this down onto my card. So a little bit of glue again, just on the back. Again, I'm using the Kalal all-purpose glue because I like to have that little bit of time for if I don't quite get things stuck down straight. I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to pop some foam pads down onto the back. An extra couple on there. I like to make sure all of my mats and layers are well stuck down. So then we're going to do exactly the same again. Just whip the backs off. Like so. This is then going to get stuck down onto our base card. So I'm going to stick that at a slight angle. I've then taken our basic oval dies and I've die cut out an oval from our crystal white card and an oval from the Lapis Lazuli pearl paper. And I'm going to stick those two together. So again, just a little bit of Kalal glue just on the back there. Stick these two together like so. Okay, and then we're going to take our glitter again. And we're going to take our chisel tip glue pen and just drag it around the edge of the oval. So we're then going to stick this oval down onto our card, again just with a few foam pads on the back. So I'm going to go straight into the middle of our card. So I'm going to pop that to one side and we're going to die cut out the gorgeous tree. So I've got my Winter Woodland Tree die here and I've already taped it down onto a little piece of crystal white pearl card. I'm going to take my magnetic shim because this is a very detailed die. I'm going to pop my die on there and run that through my machine. So I've got my base plate, my plastic shim, my magnetic shim with the die cut side up, card on the top, and then my cutting plate on the top of there. So when we grab this out of the machine, you will see how beautifully this has cut in just one pass. Okay, so if we lift this away, there we go. And then if I just get my little pokey tool, just to get this released. There we go. But you can see how absolutely stunning this image really is. There we go. So we've just pushed the little pieces through that we needed to. Okay, and then we're going to take our scrap paper again. I'm going to turn off the image first, and I'm going to add some foam pads just onto the back. So what I tend to do with my foam pads is, I just tend to take them and trim them down a little bit. So I'm going to take a foam pad onto here, a foam pad onto here, and just stick these down. Like so. So I'm just picking where there's like some larger elements where the foam pads can go, so they're hidden behind the little animals. We're going to then turn that over, and I'm going to grab in my Art Glitter Dries clear glue, and I've got my little metal fine tip applicator on the end, and I'm just going to go in and just glitter up where the little stars are on the die cut. So you're literally just going to go in with your glue like so. Bit of glue on there. And these bits as well. I think I've got all the little stars covered now. So then I'm going to take my glitter, and the glitter that I'm using is Diamante Sparkle, which is one of our gorgeous Sparkelicious glitters. So I'm just going to go in and just sprinkle over. Just make sure I've got all of those little stars covered, which I have, so that looks fabulous. So I'm going to grab my base card in, I'm going to flip this round, and I'm going to take the backs. These. So then we're going to place that down into the centre of the oval and just stick that in place. Then I've got some of our little self-adhesive sparkles. So I'm going to go in and just dot these around behind the oval. So you can literally just dot as many or as few little jewels as you like. I do like quite a bit of sparkle, so I'm going to put quite a few on there. And then what I would do in the little gaps is take my glue and go in and just add some teeny tiny little dots. I'm going to take my Diamante sparkle glitter again. Sprinkle that over the top. And then we want to add in some jewels. So I want to use our new Frosty Christmas Bling box. Just let me go and grab that because I put it down somewhere. There we go. So our Frosty Christmas Bling box is absolutely packed with jewels. You've got pearls in here and you've got jewels. So I'm going to go in and add 3 up the side here and 3 here. Okay, and then we are going to get my little picker upper tool. Put that down as well. It's all right. I can use my tweezers. So we'll just pick our gems out and we're going to pop those down onto our card like so. And then we'll take some of the little smaller ones as well. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to take a lovely bow that I've tied. So I did this just with some ribbon that I had in my craft box. So put a glue dot on the back of there. It's going to go in the top. And then we're going to add a jewel into the middle of there. And I've got a little sentiment that just says, with love at Christmas. This is from our Snowflake sentiment stamp set. I'm just going to add a little foam pad into the back of there. And that then would be your finished card. So a nice, quick and easy one. Perfect if you're batch making for Christmas because it still looks super effective as well. So I really hope that you have enjoyed crafting along with this project with me today. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are always posting lots of inspirational videos on there. You can shop all of the products that I've been using online at www.chloescreativecards.co.uk. I really hope to see you again soon. Bye!